Hello there, and welcome to a working from home lunchtime presentation bringing to you an overview of the version 3 changes for the Faymonville approach rework. Now, I actually took down my version 2 video because K-Pen and I were not happy with what how the map felt. We were happy with what we were trying to do, just not how the map felt. We'd introduced too many line of sight blockers. In version 2, we introduced a hedgerow here, a very large hedgerow. The idea meaning that we can bring these base bunkers up and, in effect, make this entire road part of this base sector. And it's just about increasing the base sector relative to the southern base to give this player more protection from base pins. And we've now found the best way to implement that is a hedge of this size, and to remove the line of sight blocker here, the LOS, and here, so you can see through both there and there now, meaning the overall place is less claustrophobic. Big shout out to Elpern, who on his stream has been showing a lot of these changes off. Now the big change for version 3, however, is what we finally figured out what we set out to do in the first place, which is to let the northern player have more maneuverability and better control of the center. And how we've managed to do this is to take the wall that was here and move it here instead. And this then, when light vehicles obviously crush these wooden walls, and we've made them a little bit crushed already, it's just going to mean that the area of operation for support weapons for the northwest player is going to be a lot larger. As you can see on Faymonville, as I said in my very first presentation, if this wall goes all the way to here, it means that you only have a small area to work with inside the pen. But now you can have all of this as well, which in effect makes it an overall square shape. It also introduces rotational symmetry, so that you can defend your cutoff using the green cover, this side, but your opponent can't pin you in because they don't have green cover, they just have yellow cover or light cover. Same can be said of here. It's going to be green cover on the side and light cover on the other side. And I just really think that we've finally figured out how to make this work. And I'll show you with the LOS blocker by this. You're coming out of base. This is now your base up to here because your bunkers are covering you. You can see your opponent. You can operate all of this area here. This is all your area of operation onto the central victory point. Or if you're being pinned by a flak half track courtesy of Isildur, you can flank around it. Perhaps bring your AT guns up here to take it out whilst they're not being absolutely destroyed. You can advance on the fuel house. Oh, there's an MG in the fuel house. Go around it. Get to this green cover perhaps, and then to that yellow cover there. And yeah, the LOS should be really helpful now. And compare that to the southern player who has a very easy time of getting to the centre. Very much straight there from multiple approaches. We've now pretty much done the same for the northern base finally. And we've given just enough protection so the northern base is a little bit bigger in area of effect. I really feel like we finally hit the nail on the head with these changes. We're both really happy with them, and we're very eager to hear what you guys think in chat. And now, to announce what's going to be happening on Saturday, which I think is really exciting, is we're going to do a King of the Faymonville, which is of course a kind of a parody of Stormless's King of the Hill, but we're just going to do it for this one map. It's going to be me having invited Ed to cast with me. We're just going to get some top players to just try the changes out in a winner stays on format. So you know, who can win as North, get stays on, maybe put a Isildur in North to start things off, and then put somebody up against him. And we will of course work out a cash bounty and a rolling prize, probably $10 per game or something like that. And feature some really cool games on Saturday with some of our best and brightest co-personalities and players. So yeah, it's going to be a fun way to trial these new changes. I really do think that this could end up being the tournament version of Faymonville. I can't speak for auto match. Of course, we will obviously recommend that this becomes the auto match version if it is really well received, like I think it will be. But even if it can't be, we will definitely be seeing this in Master League tournaments in the coming months, and it should hopefully finally solve the issue of the South player just rolling the North player every single time on this famous map. So thank you for watching, and see you on Saturday on twitch.tv/AECOH for some top level games on this version 3 rework of Faymonville approach.